God bless you, everybody. Good morning. No judging. Our devotional text comes out of the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 2. And the word of the Lord tells us, "For with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged, and with what measure ye mete, it shall be measured to you again." That was the King James Version. The Common English Bible says, "You receive the same judgment you give. Whatever you deal out will be dealt out to you." My. The Message Bible says it like this. I'm going to read verses 1 and 2 in the Message Bible. The word of the Lord says, Don't pick on people, jump on their failures, criticize their faults, unless, of course, you want the same treatment. That critical spirit has a way of boomeranging. It's easy to see a smudge on your neighbor's face and be obvious to the ugly sneer on your own. Wow. The New Living Translation says, "For you will be treated as you treat others." The standard you use in judging is the standard by which you will be judged. And the New Revised Standard Version says, and the word of the Lord tells us, "For with the judgment you make, you will be judged. And the measure you give will be the measure you get." And I want to encourage somebody here on this morning that when we see somebody, we cannot judge them for who they are and how they look. If people don't want to look presentable and respectful when they go places, then that's on them. We have to treat others in the same manner that we would want to be treated. We cannot judge a book by its cover. We cannot make assumptions. When somebody is coming to us for help, we don't want to push them away by assuming something that's not true and judging them based off of what they went through. And many times we forget that we went through the same thing too. But the thing is that the same way you talk to others, the same way you judge others, in that same way, you will be judged. Because if you treat others badly, others are going to treat you badly. Don't you dislike when people judge you, when people make fun of you, of when you're doing something for God, or when you don't get accepted or approved for something, or when you fail a test, for an example, people make fun of you. Because when people don't see that you didn't pass the test, they think that you're dumb and not smart. But the thing is that if you don't pass the test the first time, as you continue to study it, you will pass it the next time. People insult you because they want to be you. They want to wear what you wear. They want to say what you say. But they can't do that. You need to be careful that you don't do the same to others. If somebody treats you wrong, don't do that to the next person. Because many times people will reject you, disapprove you for being you, for being who God has called you to be. Many times people will judge you of who God has created you to be. But don't let that discourage you. Don't let that get you down. Because at the end of the day, people don't understand what you went through that led you to your breakthrough. People don't understand how you had to get from here to there. People don't understand because people are judging rather than encouraging, praying, and uplifting. Come on, somebody. The word of the Lord tells us, you will be judged in the same way that you judge others. And the thing is that, how can you dismiss a soul until God's work is complete? God began doing a great work in us, and I am sure that He will continue it until it is finished when Jesus comes again. A few people will understand you. Not too many people will. It is not a good idea to assume that you understand everyone and that everybody understands you. People are probably dealing with things that you can't even imagine. Let your goal be not to judge them, but to understand them. No judge. Encourage. Understand. Listen. Love. Support. Minister to those who are in need. Shine the light on them. No need to judge. Because if we judge people for their wrong things, don't you know that we can be judged as well for the wrong things that we have done? We got to look past that. Forgive the person. Don't judge them. Forgive them. Even if they done wrong, forgive them. Don't let what people say or do stop you from being you. Don't let how people are judging and assuming and mistreating you stop you from being you. Don't let that stop you from going forth in the Lord. And surely, don't let that stop you from going forth in the plan and purpose that God has for you. No judging. Stop praying and appreciating.